Hi guys, welcome back to the Friedli's channel. Today we're going to be sewing a new pattern. It's called Eloise and it's a beautiful linen blouse. You can actually make it in whichever fabric you like. I recommend linen, cotton, maybe fabrics that are not stretchy. You can find this and the entire fall pattern collection on our website. It's linked down below. So make sure to gather all of your materials, cut out your pattern pieces, and let's get started with the tutorial. Let's begin by preparing the sleeve panels, which are these two rectangular pieces. You're going to fold both pieces in half and press. Then we're going to prepare the lower front panels and press. We're not stitching right now, but we're just pressing in place. You're going to fold it inwards just as I'm showing here, and the fold will go on the reverse side of the fabric. You're going to do the same with the upper front panels. Fold the edge once, then one more time, and press in place. We're going to do basically the same with the upper back panels. Fold the edges as shown in the pattern and press in place. Once you're done pressing, all of your pieces should look like this. You'll have two front panels, two back panels, the two sleeve panels, and two front lower panels and one lower back panel. Next, we're going to stitch the folded edges in place. Stitch as close as possible as you can to the edge of the folded fabric. Now grab your lower panels and you're going to place the right side of the lower back panels facing the right side of the lower front panels. And you're going to sew down the sides. Remember to zigzag stitch or serge the raw edges. Now it's time to attach the upper front panels to the back upper panels. We're going to sew the shoulders together. So make sure that the front side of each panel is facing the front side of the other one. You're going to stitch leaving a 1 cm seam allowance, and don't forget to zigzag stitch. After that, you'll have your upper panels ready, and we're going to attach the sleeve panels. Place the right side of one of the upper front panels facing the right side of one of the sleeves. Making sure that the raw edge of the sleeve panel is facing the same side as the raw edge of the upper panel. Then you're going to sew all down that edge, leaving a 1 cm seam allowance. And you're going to zigzag the edges. Now you're going to press both the sleeve and the seam towards the side, just like this. And now your sleeves are ready. We have to attach the lower panels to the upper panels. So to do that, we're going to make a gathering stitch on the lower panel. So set your machine to the longest stitch length available and a low stitch setting. And you're going to sew a gathering stitch row at about 6 mm from the edge. Remember to not backstitch neither at the beginning or end, and to leave long thread tails. You're going to pull from one of the threads and gently slide the fabric along the threads. And you're going to distribute the fabric along the stitching lines until it matches the bottom of the upper panels. It's time to attach the upper panels to the lower panel. So face the right side of the lower panel with the right sides of the upper panels. Once you pin one of the front panels to the lower panel, you're going to continue by pinning the back side of that same upper panel. As you can see, I'm overlapping the sleeves as well. And you're also going to overlap the back neckline, just like this. Once you've got it pinned, it should look like this. And you're going to stitch in place, leaving a 2 centimeter seam allowance. So it's not a 1 centimeter seam allowance, but a 2 centimeter one. This is because we're going to create a tunnel for the straps. Remember to also zigzag stitch this raw edge. Now you're going to fold and press the seam allowance downwards. And we're going to create the small tunnel. Once you fold it down and press, you're going to pin it in place and sew as close as you can to the edge of the seam allowance. We're finally done. It's time to sew the hem. What I did in this case is to fold the hem twice, inwards and upwards, and pressed it in place. Then I stitched it really close to the edge with a straight stitch. As you can see, there's small openings on both sides of the tunnel, and that's where we're going to guide the strap through. So use a safety pin to slide the straps into the top. I made the straps with matching fabric, but you could always buy some ribbon or make your own straps. Now you can tie a cute bow and your Eloise top is ready. I love how this top turned out because it's actually really easy to sew and the results are amazing.